Hey everyone, and welcome to RUBIN'S Mind Lab, where we break down the latest research into what it really means. Ever wonder why sometimes even a little bit of exercise feels like a huge lift for your mood, and other times it just leaves you feeling drained? Well, this new study dives into exactly that, looking at how the way we exercise, especially in a group, can change how we feel. So, what is the big question here? Scientists are noticing that how we exercise, not just if we exercise, really matters for our mood. Specifically, they wanted to know if playing a team sport, like indoor soccer, has a different effect on our mood compared to a more structured, non-competitive group exercise class. They also wondered if winning or losing in that game actually made a difference to how people felt afterwards. To figure this out, they brought in some students, 69 of them, and had them do 2 different 20-minute exercise sessions, with a week in between. One session was a fun indoor soccer game, which we'll call the TS condition, short for team sport. The other was a video-led group exercise session, the GE condition, to make sure they were comparing They asked the students to tell them how hard they felt they were working using a scale called the Rating of Perceived Exertion, or RPE. This is basically their way of checking if both activities felt about the same level of tough. They measured everyone's mood both before and after each exercise session. So, what did they find? Well, both types of exercise were good for people's overall mood. They found that total mood disturbance, which is a fancy way of saying how much someone is feeling stressed or down, went down after both the soccer game and the group exercise. That's good news, right? Exercise is generally helpful. But here is where it gets interesting. When it came to feeling energetic and motivated, or that good feeling of vigor, the students who played indoor soccer did significantly better. They felt much more energized after the soccer game compared to the group exercise class. And this wasn't just because the soccer game was more intense for them. This suggests that the social and competitive nature of the team game itself might be adding an extra boost to our mood, beyond just the physical exertion. Think about the teamwork, the back and forth of the game, the quick thinking. All those things might be mentally stimulating in a way that a video-led workout isn't. Now, for the other big question, did winning or losing in the soccer game matter? And the answer is a pretty big yes. The study found that the soccer winners felt a lot better compared to the losers. Specifically, the winners had less total mood disturbance, meaning they felt less stressed or upset overall. And it wasn't just general mood, the winners also reported significantly less anger after the game compared to those who lost. This is really cool because it shows that even in a short recreational game, the outcome can have a real impact on how we feel immediately after. So, let's break down what this means. The first big takeaway is that team sports and games can be particularly good at boosting our feelings of energy and vigor, perhaps even more so than just following a workout video. This is likely because of all the social interaction, decision-making, and a bit of friendly rivalry that comes with team play. It is like your brain gets a workout too. The second important point is that winning in a game seems to give us a mood boost, especially by reducing negative feelings like anger and overall distress. This highlights how powerful competition is for our emotions even when the stakes are low. Now, no study is perfect, and this one has a few things to keep in mind. First, the people in the study were mostly university students studying physical education. They might be more used to and enjoy sports more than the average person. So these results might not apply exactly the same way to everyone. Second, they measured how hard people felt they were working using RPE, which is subjective. While it's a good tool, using actual physical measures like heart rate would have given an even more precise picture of the intensity. Also, the group exercise class used the video without a live instructor. A live class would have had more social interaction, which could have also affected mood. And lastly, the students seemed to have pretty good moods to begin with, so it might have been harder to see big changes in some of the negative mood scores, because they were already quite low. So, what's the big picture takeaway from all this? Both competitive team games and non-competitive group exercise are great for reducing overall mood disturbance. But if you are looking for that extra boost of energy and feeling a bit more alive, a team-based activity like soccer might just do the trick, even if it's just for a short while. And if you are playing the game, well, winning definitely seems to make you feel better. This research really emphasizes that the context of our exercise matters. It's not just about burning calories or getting fitter. It's also about the social dynamics, the competition, and the inherent fun of a game. For future research, it would be fascinating to see how different types of competition, or even longer-term participation in these different exercise styles, affect our mood and importantly, how it influences whether we stick with exercise in the long run. So, next time you are deciding between hitting the gym or joining a friendly game, remember that both have their benefits, but that team sport might just give you a unique kind of mood lift. What do you think? Does playing a sport or game generally make you feel better than a solo workout? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the science of mood and exercise, please hit that like button. Subscribe to RUBIN'S Mind Lab for more brainy insights and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.